Welcome to Data Visionary Talks. I have the pleasure to have Manfred Buchmann here with me. Manfred, would you shortly introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I think for those who don't know me, Manfred Buchmann, 17 years with NetApp, different roles inside NetApp, many times worked already with data, not only with storage, currently responsible for the system or solution engineering in EMEA.
Thank you for that. I think a lot of people know you, and you're legendary at NetApp. So for me, it's really a pleasure to have you here. You've been here for a really long time, and we've changed our strategy a few times over the year. We've been trying to reinvent what we stand for, and we believe strongly that data is the lifeblood of any organization. So for me, it's really important to get your perspective on what does it mean to be a data visionary today?
I believe a data visionary is basically what you can do with data, what data enables. I saw a demo with the next generation AI machines already, where the AI machine is a doctor. Imagine you go in a room, a person shows up virtually and talks to you, and that's an AI-driven machine. And the person, you say, I have this problem, I have probably I have a higher temperature, and in a few seconds, they go to millions of records. Is this something similar, not similar? And that's your doctor in the room. And driven by a AI engine, and it supports the real doctor. Unbelievable what this can do. And that's all data-driven. Or imagine a world where you just think, I want to drive there, the car comes on, you go into the car, and the car brings you into this. What would this mean? Unbelievable.
It is absolutely fascinating. I think I'm just so excited to see what's going on in the industry. You see things that we thought unimaginable maybe 10 years ago, now it's reality. The way that companies use data today, it's absolutely fascinating. But for me, it's what do you think is the future? What do you think is the next big things that would happen for data? What would change, and where do you see things going?
I believe, like you hear in many talks, data is the lifeblood. But the reality is everything is enabled by data, or data enables new things. And I'll give you an example. Some of our SEs, he put together a demo. I'm not sure if you guys who watch this one know the buttons on some airports. I'm happy, I'm not happy, and so on. And so we press it. A lot of fun. But a lot of kids are going there. I need to press it 10 times. You know how it is. And what is, if you would know who pressed the button, is this person really happy? Is the age between 70 and whatever? Do I need to change where the button sits? Do I need to do everything? You don't know it these days at the moment. But at the same time, we have cameras. So somebody puts it together and said, why if I take the picture, I store it somewhere, I move this picture just into Microsoft Cognitive Services, for example, and Microsoft Cognitive Services tell you about the picture. Oh, this guy like me is over 50, he has gray hairs, he's smiling, he's not smiling, and get all this information. And then you take this data, the picture, but now you turn the picture into information, and you store all this information. And now you go, how many people do I have which have been smiling? Have been between 60 and 70, and this turns data into information, and you do something on top of another data and do the next gen analysis of it. How can I help them better? How can I support them better? And that's how this whole thing will evolve. Is it the next big thing? I don't know, but I think it's basically you build it up on the next level.
Wow, I mean, I literally didn't know about this. Now every time I go through security, I'll be looking around the cameras and smiling or being really angry to make the impression. But what you're telling me, it's really exciting. I think all the companies are discovering a new way to use all those data they have.
Yeah, I would jump in. The thing I talked about, it's not in use because there's probably regulation things because you can't do it. But if you think about this imagination, what you can do with data and how you bring it to make the life for all of us better, that's the key thing. Think about my daughter all the time is complaining. She's going to school, and in the last 6 months, trains not coming, buses not coming. And she said, Dad, in the morning, hey, would it not be cool? My phone already, according to the train schedules, would pull off the alarm. You know, if the train is late and they pull off the alarm, would this not change my life? I could sleep an hour longer instead of waiting and being annoyed about the train. That's a simple thing, but that's how data can change everybody's life.
You know what? I think your daughter should be should be entrepreneur. She has a really cool ideas. I think that would be amazing, to be honest, especially in countries which are not as predictable. Like transportation is not as predictable as in Germany. That would be such an amazing thing to know if my train is going to be late, so I can get to sleep much. I think you should encourage your daughter to go into STEM. She would be amazing.
Yeah, but also if you look into not what the idea of my daughter, but if you take it, what does it mean for NetApp and why NetApp? Why start? But I gave you this example. Take a camera, take the picture, put it somewhere on a storage, and then connect it to Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services, take some information back, store it, and probably you then use Amazon to do something with it. And you know what? You always want to access the data with a new AI service. I call it even, everybody talks about machine learning. I call it now, AI is the next application. You see one from Microsoft, you see one from Google, this one is better there, or tomorrow from Alibaba. And you want to connect it to the data. And on the end, if Google brings the next big thing, they need to have the data for it. And we give them the access to the data for our customers, or enable our customers to have access. And I believe it's an unbelievable game.
I can't agree more. I think the future is now. It's just about embracing data. Well, do you have just one single tip for anyone who wants to become a data visionary? What is the one thing they should do or think about?
The one thing I would encourage everybody: put your imagination into reality. The use case with the camera and the buttons took an SE manager in Sweden, who is not a programmer, 2 days to build it. So everybody can put his imagination, his idea now, into reality. And I would encourage everybody, bring his imagination into reality, and we would see ideas in reality, what you can do, maybe not in production, but what you can do when somebody builds a production. So these guys, put your ideas in reality. Tools are there, and in a few days you can do unbelievable things.
I think everyone, what they should do is just, if you can think about it, you can do it. So I think our message from today is everyone can be a data visionary. All you have to do is want it. So thank you so much for sharing your insight. I have just one last question for you. So you mentioned AI. So what do you think would be scarier for you? AI invasion, or zombie apocalypse?
That's a tough one. I always watch the Terminator movies. This ones make me scary if I think about AI.
All right, you see, AI is the future, and it could be quite scary. So hopefully we're going to survive it, which I'm pretty sure we will. Thank you so much for watching. You've been with Data Visionary Talks. I'll see you until the next episode.